Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rocketcraft Season 2 with me, DJ Haribo. How you all doing? So, we are starting this episode off over in the End Dimension. And in fact, I think we're going to be probably spending all of this episode in the End Dimension dealing with these jerks. They are the most obnoxious, annoying things in this dimension, and seriously, what are you I'm trying to record an intro here. Was I even looking at you? I don't think I was. No? Sir, can I help you? Please? Go away. Just go away. Right, anyway. So as I was saying, we are going to be building a new farm in this episode. Are we finished? Are we finished? I swear I wasn't looking at him. They're so annoying. They're so annoying. Look, what? What? What have I done? Oh. Anyway. Oh, for God's sake. Right, so anyway, we're going to be building a new farm in this episode. And it's a new mechanic that was introduced in 1.18.30, whereby we can now duplicate shulkers. It's a feature that's been in Java for a little while. And they just recently thought, oh, well, we might as well add it to Bedrock as well, because people have been asking where it is. So anyway, this end city here is uniquely placed. It's perfect because it's got an end portal right there, and it's got shulkers that have been reset last time I trimmed the world. And of course, at the moment, I can't actually trim the world and reset chunks because 1.18.30 broke that, and the prune tool doesn't work currently. So I am very lucky that this city has not been raided and there are still shulkers in it. The boat that I'm stood on has been raided, and that doesn't get reset because it's within the 900 blocks limit that we set for the end and the nether dimension. But the city is just outside of that. So as you can see, I'm just past 900 blocks here, and you can hear them. There are some shulkers, the doormen, as I like to call them, the ones that are lurking out the front of the end cities at the bottom here. So now this is the tricky part: is trying to get a shulker over to where you want to build a farm, because you could build a farm at the city, but that would be no good for me because next time we reset this city, if we ever are able to, I would just lose the farm. So we've got to come up with a farm that's built somewhere that's permanent. I don't really feel like we need to transport them to the overworld necessarily. This farm could be quite happily constructed in the end, but probably just in the end island in the middle bit over the void. So yeah, like I say, I am a derp and I didn't think this through very well, but we have now got shulker in a minecart, and that went off to the side, and that is not what I wanted at all. So now I've got to try and redirect the tracks again. Right, so we've got the tracks in place, and the shulker is now slowly, painfully making its way over the powered rail, and yes, it's on its way now. And these things are just relentless with those shulker bullets. The change to the armor in 1.18.30 means that netherite armor now does not have anywhere near as much knockback protection as it used to provide. So I am taking an absolute hammering from these things, and oh my god, no! I think I've got an enderman after me as well now. Right, so you can't jam it through the portal while it's in a minecart, of course. So what we've got to do is carefully break, not that. There we go, and just poof, it's through. It's gone. It's now on the end island. So we've got one shulker through. That was not the worst thing in the world, but it also was not straightforward at all. So let's just jump through, and there it is. There it is. It's on the end island, and I'm going to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere, and I'm going to put it in a minecart if it will let me, of course. I have several minecarts with me. Let's see how we get on. Right, and poof, there we go. Right, so that is one shulker in the bag. but I think we're going to need at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 more for this farm. And I am getting all sorts of beaten up here by the shulker bullets, and the Endermen are just constant. So, we're gonna heal this thing up because I'm not taking any chances. I have quickly dashed back to the overworld, grabbed some splash potions of instant healing because I can't take any chances with these things. If one of them were to accidentally die, I would be mortified. So hopefully that has healed that guy up fully and he won't be dying anytime soon. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to build the actual farm that these things are going to be going in. And in those shulker boxes there are the contents of this farm. So, ignore that shulker bullet that's following me. We're going to build this probably about 100 blocks or so off the main end island. Over the void, because we want to make sure that the shulkers got nowhere that they can teleport to for this farm. So it really needs to be built over the void somewhere, or somewhere that's completely spawn proofed, surrounded by buttons, if you wanted to go down the overworld route. But I'm going to choose the path of least resistance and go and build it over the end, the void rather. And I think this is about far enough out. This is about 100 blocks or so. So we are going to now recruit a friend of ours called Extra Cheddar 77, not to be confused with Doc M77, and he's going to be helping us out building this farm. So the farm in question is actually by a guy called Groover Guy, and I'll link his tutorial in the video description. We're building version 1, but he has actually built a second version now that is a lot less resource intensive. So I might link that one as well, the version 2. But it's called the Shulker Sandwich, and it's basically just, it looks a bit like a sandwich. But I just thought, while I'm building this, because I'm bored and I'm trying not to look at the many Endermen, and it's all got to be like upper slabs so that the shulkers can't teleport to the bottom underside of this farm. And have you ever tried building above the void in third person? I don't recommend it. It's not a lot of fun, and my little pinky is getting a complete workout today from the just jamming the shift key for my life above the void here. It's not very nice. I don't recommend it at all. But it's what needs to be done. It's a very large farm, but like I say, it's going to be very efficient, I'm hoping. But I've just got to be so careful not to look at any Enderman. And like I say, Ched is going to be over here helping me build this thing, and it's going to make it like so much quicker. There he is, Extra Cheddar, and of course, you know, he's already laid out all these tracks for me. Did I mention this this farm is quite resource intensive? There's a lot of powered rails that go into making this thing. And this is the collection system at the bottom here, where the minecart hoppers are going to be just zooming around, picking up all the shulker shells as they appear. And then we're going to be building like this sort of cylindrical, circular sandwich thing on the top here that's going to house them all in. But anyway, yeah, so Ched has done a magnificent job of laying out all these tracks already for me, while I've just been pottering about doing the minecart unloading system here. It's not a shulker unloading system. It's technically unloading shulkers, but it's shulker shells, not actual shulker boxes. So yeah, this is like there's nothing in here obviously at the moment, but it's Groover Guy's very own design of shulker unloader, and of course, yeah, of course, I didn't look at them. I didn't look at either of these things. They're just so annoying. Just go away. I'm trying to work here. Right, so we've got this little track laid out over here to get our first shulker in the farm, and we just need to power these rails. No gaps, good, that's good. And one more lever, like so. And now we are ready to get our first shulker in the farm. I am excited for this. Come on, guy. Ched's just going to jam him over. Go on now, get in there. Ah, he's gone the wrong way. Isn't that typical? But of course they would go the wrong way. Ow. Oh, now I've got Enderman after me or after Ched. I can't tell. Right, let's put these blocks here, then it can't go back any further because it's already gone back far enough as it is. You see what I mean? This is just so obnoxious. You could go down the route of trying to make yourself invisible. There you go, Ched's got it. You could try and go invisible with these things and try and deal with them that way, but that makes you very, very vulnerable. You're not going to have any armor on, no elytra. So if you did get the levitation effect and you're above the void, you are toast. There is no two ways about it. You are gone, and all of your stuff is gone. So I'm gonna go down the route of we're just gonna have to just put up with it. I can't be dealing with trying to be invisible around these things because they will detect you eventually when you're like trying to place rails next to them or break them out of the mine carts or something. They'll clock you and they will start pounding on you. And I mean, I'm wearing 3 pieces of protection for netherite at the moment, and it's still kicking my butt. And I don't fancy trying to do this naked while trying to be invisible. So no. So we've come back over to the end city, and we're going to wrangle ourselves up at least another one, possibly 2 or 3 more. We'll see how it goes. But we've got that one in a minecart now, which is good. But there's a few of them in here, and they are shooting their bullets like crazy. So now we've got to try and build some sort of way down, which is easier said than done. And yes, there are many shulkers in here. I'm just so lucky that this city was not raided after the reset, the last time I was able to reset it. Otherwise, I can't imagine how far we would have had to go. But anyway, so we've now got to build a gigantic block staircase going all the way up to that room there. Good job I bought tons and tons of disposable rubbish, like blocks, like stone, to use for this. And powered rails as well. We're at that stage in the world where powered rails aren't an issue. What? I didn't do anything. I wasn't even looking at that guy. Did I look at that Enderman? I don't think I did. Go away. Just leave me alone. I'm busy here. Maybe I should be wearing a pumpkin head though. That would actually be a good call. Because these things are just becoming such a pain. Ah! Mutually assured destruction almost there, if it weren't for the totem. I think I've already gone through 3 totems while trying to build this farm. Just mainly from Enderman. Just mainly the Enderman. They're just really aggy at the moment. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so we've now got a rail system going all the way down. And we've just got to nudge this guy. Nudge, and off he goes. He's going. Thank you. Oh, ow. Right, so that should now go the right way. That was good. And yeah, they're so good at getting you with the shulker bullets, even when they're moving and you're moving. Right, so now we've just got to try and break this guy out of his minecart, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he's going to go through and he's going to be number 2. Can we land it? Yes, Ched's got him through. That little beam means that he's gone through, or something went through. So, that was pretty successful there. We made a good team. Let's just hop through and investigate. See how I managed to make it through there without even using an ender pearl. I just engaged my elytra quickly on the spot. I didn't realise it was that easy to do that. But anyway, where's that shulker? He's there! We've got another live shulker. I am going to have to make sure I heal that guy up with some splash potion of healing again, because I can't take any chances. And oh my god, the Enderman, just stop it already, okay? Maybe, yeah, like I say, pumpkin heads would have been a good call here. But anyway, so Ched is going to nudge that guy in, and he's on his way. Shulker number 2 is on his way to the farm. That puts a smile on my face. Because 2 is the bare minimum you need for this farm to populate it. It will just take... Ignore the glitchy minecarts that don't render properly about on what part of the track they're on there. you do need a minimum of 2 in here to actually get the farm started. But obviously 4 is better than 2, because it means that we'll populate the farm twice as quick. Trying to get these 2 shulkers to try and duplicate themselves would take a long time. But if there's 4, you've got a much higher chance of them accidentally hitting each other with the shulker bullets. And something's gone wrong there, because that shulker, the beam said that it went through, but it didn't go through, and now it's stuck. Oh no, I didn't look at you! I didn't look at you! Yeah, now it's decided that it's going to plant itself on the side of the portal here. So we're going to have to do something about that. Really, in hindsight, probably should have stuck buttons all over it to stop this exact thing happening. But that's the thing about when you're building a farm for the first time and learning these new mechanics in the game. It's a learning experience, and Endermen are really starting to get on my nerves. Just stop it! Ah, it's another totem gone. Oh, Jesus. What? I swear I wasn't looking at you. Okay, so Cheds has managed to scoop this guy back up into a minecart, and I don't know what is up with this shulker in particular. Every time I try to break him out of the minecart, it just ends up hitting him and not the minecart. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And I thought that Enderman there was under the levitation effect, but he's certainly under the aggro effect. They're so angry. I don't know what their problem is today. What we're trying to do is just kidnap a few shulkers from the end. But yeah, this... Oh, I'm very worried about that. That shulker is just not cooperating whatsoever. No, it died! RIP! And I'm going to die in a minute as well. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well, luckily, you know, there are plenty more shulkers in this city, like that one right there. And... It won't take a second to scoop up another one. We'll just try our luck again. But yeah, we're definitely going to cover this thing in buttons, so that won't happen again. Right, so we've got another one, and he's on his way. He or it, she. I'm assuming it's gender here. I'm assuming that every shulker is a he, but will it cooperate? Oh, dodged! I dodged the bullet. Will this one cooperate, though? That's the question. I thought I dodged it, but apparently it swooped back around and got me. Oh, they're just so annoying. Like I say, this is just like one of the most painful processes in the game. Like, it's right up there with dealing with villagers, like dealing with shulkers in minecarts. But that one went through. He cooperated. And yeah, as you can see, buttons everywhere now. They are not teleporting anywhere where we don't want them. And let's heal that guy up, because again, not taking any chances with these things. They are literally the most precious things in the world to me right now. And Ched's got that one on the way into the farm as well. So this will be... Is it number 3 or number 4? Let's check. But this is where you actually stand and you AFK in this farm. And the bubble columns there, that actually stops the shulker bullets being able to hit you. It just sort of deflects them and bounces them back again into the farm. And then hopefully the shulker bullets will hit the shulkers. And when they do, they will hit them, obviously, and take damage. But when a shulker dies, there's now a small chance, like it's only 2.5%, that it will duplicate itself and create another shulker when it gets hit by a shulker bullet. But they are guaranteed to create another shulker when they do die from their own shulker bullets. So you get the idea. We just need to get say 4 shulkers in here, and they will do a combination of duplicating themselves but also dying and, you know, creating another one by default. But there's a chance that they will, only a small chance, but there's a chance that they will split into 2 shulkers. So we've got another one. Hopefully this one will be able to make it over there, but for some reason the minecart on this one is being really glitchy, and it just will not let us move it on the track no matter what we do. I don't know if it's one of them weird... No. just going to say, I hope it's not one of them weird rendering issues where it's not actually where you think it is, but apparently it was. It was where I thought it was. Whoops! Okay, so Ched's managed to find another one, and he sent it down. Off it goes. Oh, this would have taken so much longer without Ched's help. I am so grateful. It's like literally he just logged on. He's like, "What are you up to?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm trying to make a shulker farm." And he's like, "Oh, do you want a hand? I'll come over and give you a hand." And so I am so grateful. Right, you're suffocating. Stop suffocating. Oh no, it's gone back into the city. Oh, you see what I mean? If it's not one thing, it's another. Why? Why Minecraft? Was that one suffocating itself when the others didn't? Anyway, so he's made it all the way back to where he started from, this guy. But I have healed him again, so he should be good. Come on, just get on the minecart track. There we go. Oh, another totem down. It's a good job I got a raid farm, because I've gone through so many of these things today. I think that was about my 5th or 6th shulker. Totem even. I'm losing the plot. It's been one of them days. It's been a long evening, and it's like getting to be about 2 in the morning now, over where I am. But Ched's got that one through, and I think we're going to call it a day at 4. If we can successfully get that one into the farm, which we haven't struggled. Once they're in the end island, we haven't actually struggled. Hello. So yeah, 4. That will be enough. That will do. I'm not putting myself through any more of this. It's absolutely horrible. But anyway, shulker number 4. Get in the farm and get ready to spend your short existence in there, because you're inevitably going to die sooner or later in the process of populating this farm. But anyway, yeah, yes, we have 4. Right, so that's plenty. We are now going to get rid of this pathway that takes them in there, seal up the farm. The unloading system is all ready. Everything looks ready. We've just got to break those last couple out of their out the minecarts when we're ready to like fire up the farm for the first time. These blocks and these minecart tracks, they're ending up in the void. I just don't care anymore. I'm beyond caring. I just don't care. I don't care. Did I mention I just don't care about these blocks anymore? Or this track. So anyway, the shulkers are now in place, and I just got to break them out. We're just trying to like sort of run around them and see if we can get the bullets to like hit them manually, rather than relying on that middle bit to deflect the bullets. So, but to be honest, it's not really working. I haven't seen them duplicate yet, and I haven't seen them die yet. But we need to get you out of your minecart. Can we nudge you in a bit closer? No, not really. Right, so we are now ready to AFK this thing. As you can see, we have had a duplication. Our first baby has been born, and we've got a couple now in here. A couple of extra ones, so we're up to 6. So it's not going to take long, because it's like exponential. Once you've got 4, you then get 8 quite quickly, and then once you've got 8, you've got 16 quite quickly. And I can't remember the limit of how many shulkers will actually fit in this farm, or in like the population density cap that exists on Bedrock. But it's probably going to be about 50 shulkers in this farm, I think, which is going to be pretty sweet if we can reach that limit. It just takes a little while to get the farm, fired up, running at full speed, but it's been a lot less painful with Ched's help. So, like I say, I am eternally grateful to Ched for coming over and giving up his time to help me build this farm. And yeah, as you can see, we've already got quite a few now. We're up to about 12 or 14 or so, and there's actual shulker shells starting to appear where others have died now. And the minecarts are going to be going around underneath, picking those up. There's 2 of them running around down there. So another 30 or 40 minutes or so, and as you can see, we have got quite a lot of shulkers in here now, and they're all just constantly blasting away. all of them are in range to detect me in the middle as the player, and they're just constantly firing their little shulker bullets, and they just can't touch me because of the water streams and the bubble columns there. It just deflects them away, and yeah, they're just killing each other merrily, occasionally duplicating, and we are now farming shulker shells, which is awesome. So a little while later, and I just want to point out one incredibly large oversight. The block that you're stood on here, you need to put glass there, or like I've put a button here, because if it's a solid block, shulkers will eventually teleport over to it and suffocate you and themselves, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Luckily, I just noticed it while I was sort of AFK while I'm waiting for this farm to like populate. It is now about 4 in the morning. And I probably should be going to bed, but I just wanted to keep an eye on this thing. It is like so delicate, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was fine in here. But as you can see, we are now pretty much up to maximum occupancy in here. There's just shulkers everywhere, and it's incredibly loud and incredibly laggy if you're on a low-end device. And look at the state of my armor. My armor has taken an absolute hammering. But I'm gonna get out of there. And it's the next morning now. And like I say, they're very noisy and very upset, those shulkers in there. But we've been AFK for about, I want to say about 7 or 8 hours in there, and as you can see, there's a ton of shulkers in there now, and we have got, look at that, that's 3 shulkers worth of shulker shells just from one overnight AFK session. That's mental. That's absolutely incredible, and I just almost stopped the minecart on its way there. So yeah, that is incredible. This farm is so overpowered now that it's done. It was a lot of work setting it up, but now that it's done, we will probably never even need to AFK that thing ever again. That's just how good that farm works. So yeah, I can't believe it. But anyway, that is the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, do be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and all that other stuff. But otherwise, I will see you for another episode of Rocketcraft very soon. So take care, and bye for now.